Well, good evening, folks. Your boy Ferris here, and I am coming to you live from my home office, bringing you a closer look into ways that you can market your business, your MWRlife business, and do it in a more affordable way that will keep you going, over a period of time. So, and I'll just tell you, of course, you probably watched all my videos. One of the biggest ways that I market my business is using YouTube. YouTube has been my go-to for, I think, over the past, say, 15 years now. It's been my go-to for the past, it's wow. Saying that sounds so weird. But 15 years I've been using YouTube. And my very first time I experienced any success from any business was because it came from a YouTube video. A YouTube video I did, and while I was sleeping, somebody was up watching, looking for an opportunity. And back then it was in a niche that I was in. The niche I was in was still real good. It was okay. It was a telecom. It was a telecom side of the telecom MLMs. So the ones that have the phones, satellite dishes, home security systems for sale, and they back their stuff off of a company called Simplexity. When Simplexity blew up, that went away. But either way it goes, I'm not going to tell that long story. But I experienced my first success by being out there, and I wasn't even at home, and I got a call. I wasn't even at home. I got a call. He said, "Hey, Ferris, man, I saw your video. Oh, you did? Yeah, I'm going to join." And it happened to be a person that knew somebody that knew somebody that knew somebody. And my team grew to 2,000 people in that business. I had a 2,000 person organization in that business that I sat on top of. All because I stayed in the first, I'll be honest with you, the first 2, 3 months of me doing all of the free stuff, because this was my daily grind. I would get up in the morning time, do a YouTube video. I would post a blog post. I would just, anywhere I can put my link and try to do as much of the free stuff as possible. Because that's one of the things I tell people, like I said, if you don't have a lot of money, then you have a lot of time, and you have a lot of time on your hands, then you need to exchange that time for yourself to put towards your business. All right, you need that to put towards your business and to make room. You know what I'm saying? Make room for it, because the exchange for what you're asking for is really for your freedom. You know what I'm saying? To break out of the matrix, because regardless of now, we have been trained, we have been programmed to think what is right as far as work goes. Because if you don't really believe this, from the time you were 5 years old, they put you to work. They sent you to school 8 hours a day. You sat up there with them, with a teacher, just like, you know what I'm saying, they had their job, but you didn't get paid for it. So, and you learned that type of structure. So basically it was conditioning camp for work. School, all it is conditioning camp for you to get you to work, and how to work, and to get in the environment, and to do, of course, complex problem solving, and all other stuff too that is required on a job. That is what that is for. That's why it's free. That's why they give you education is free. Plus, you know what I'm saying, if you educate your civilization, they can do better in the long run. But either way it goes, we learn that sort of programming throughout our lives. So anything that comes out of it, when it comes time to give to ourselves, and it's not panning out the quickest way possible in the way we think, you know what I'm saying, we tend to go another route. And I'm guilty of that too. You know what I'm saying? I go another route because I get a feel for a business. If I think it's going to go and it don't go, I find something that will fit my book. When I get goosebumps, like MWR, I have been looking at MWR life travel for the past 5 years, 5 or 6, 7 years. Knew about them good. And I got involved with other travel opportunities. And really the reason why I got involved with travel opportunities and kept dealing with travel opportunities, one is because it was always it was always something on my to-do list. Even as a child, I remember begging my parents to take me to Disney World. And it's not, oh, woe is me type deal, but they didn't. They didn't have the money, you know. They didn't have the money. They didn't have the wherewithal. They didn't go. I don't know. They said they didn't know anything about it, but it's bullcrap because they knew about Disney World. Everybody knew about Disney World. And they just never did take us. And I ended up going when I was 23 years old, and the magic was gone. And so I tell that story. Part of that story is not, we did do vacations. I think the furthest we went to Six Flags in, I want to say, Fort Worth, Texas. We went to Six Flags over Texas. And I think it was Dallas, either Fort Worth or whatever. My dad was a truck driver. He drove us down there. We did that. We have a local place down here that we go to called Magic Springs in Arkansas. It's Hot Springs, Arkansas. Look it up. Magic Springs. Hold on for a second. And I'm saying? And even with going there, sometimes it was vacation Bible school or whatever have you that we ended up going on. It ended up having us, in a spot where when you went to those places where you had to eat out of a cooler or whatever, you couldn't get the food inside, which is ridiculous. Why the fuck you go on vacation but why would you go on vacation to limit yourself on vacation? So when the travel opportunities came about, my mind was like, bam. Not only can I take something that I really wanted to do, because of course travel was a big thing for me, even when I got out of school, because I joined the Navy right out of school to go see the world, but I had to pay for them with my blood, sweat, tears, and freezing my butt off going across the North Atlantic to do so. But here we have an opportunity to have specially curated trips for ourselves. Build your own, it's a feature in there where you can build your own itinerary. I have to remind myself because I got a guy's calling me. There's a feature in there where you build your own itinerary and just do all sorts of things with this thing. And then too, you don't really have to use you can build let your points build up. And after a year, you got $1,200, a little bit over 14. I say 14. I think I say $1,400 that you put back for the year that you can use 100% of. And inside of it. So you could basically take that $1,400 and go ball out. So let me ask you, if you had a business that knocked out $1,200 of cost outside of your outside of your normal payment, what could you do with that extra $1,200, $1,200 or $1,400? Now you couldn't lose your mind on vacation, but you definitely wouldn't worry about where you guys are going to eat. Going to the park, buying your kid mouse ears, because the mouse ears are, expensive. All of those, you could just ball out, spend $1,200 on getting them little tchotchkes and, souvenirs and stuff like that while you're there, and let them have fun and let it be a memory that they have, a core memory that they have, that when we went on vacation with Daddy or with Daddy and Mom, we didn't have to worry about, we couldn't stay on property. We had to stay in hotels outside. I ain't doing that. Had to stay in the hotels outside of the property. I want my children to be able to stay on Disneyland property, for a week. And then too, to make it even a bigger thing, is for them to combine. I want to curate a trip. I hope so. I could plug in a curated trip where you could do Disney World, all of the parks, and Universal Studios in, a period of 2 weeks. Or a week and a half or whatever have you. And that will allow, for everything, for you to get everything out of the way and for you to be able to enjoy yourself. So, yeah. Now, a lot of people are out here who are, travel bloggers as well, and this is a good fit for it. But either way it goes, I want to, travel down. I've taken up a lot of that, trying to tell you, just to impress upon you. It's ways out here that you can market your business for a low nominal fee, or just by hook or crook, learn how to do without having to think about it, like postcards being one. Postcards, you don't have to do anything but buy the supplies, buy the leads, buy the postcards, buy the stamps, put them together, send them out, and then wait. Rinse, wash, and repeat. If you don't hear a response off the first batch, do it again. Do it again and do it again. Because doing postcards is an imperfect science. You don't never know where people are at in their time, in their time where they reach you, where you've reached them and you put, the information in their hand. They may not be financially stable to, jump forward with this. But if a lot of them, not just financially stable, ready. They may not be financially ready to just jump into something like this, but they're keeping you on the back end. Well, our system is also made too that we have is to kind of help them make a solid decision, or make a solid decision off a solid and sound decision for themselves. Excuse me. When I go a long way, I start jumbling on. I'm gonna try to get this done fast because I feel myself. So you get them to you get a postcard. You get them to come to this page. You see the page, and hopefully they'll build the video back out again on here because I'm waiting for the other page to come back out before I send any other ads out whatsoever. But they send in and they watch a video. The first 30-minute video, it goes through and breaks down the comp plan without you having to explain. Then too, if they really need the comp plan, here's the comp plan right here. Right? You go over the comp plan, the company presentation. There's Johnny. Okay. The CEO of the company. It breaks down the member bonuses. And some people will come in this and they will not be business owners. Okay. They'll just want to be members. But I digress. Using YouTube, safe lists, traffic exchanges, and postcards is a way for you to get the information out here. And as long as you stay down and dirty, all this, the Rolexes, the watches, the rings, because I want one of them big football rings too. But I want more so that I want the big house that comes along with them. Because when you hit the top of the food chain, Black Roll, they're going to buy you a house. And I don't know if there is a Black Royal in the company yet. But it takes them over here, takes them through the process where they can see it themselves or do a program themselves, do a presentation themselves. It gives them benefits PDF. All right. The benefits PDF of what, let me see, get you in a mood. Let me see, get y'all to see that. The membership cost. All right. I think the Elite 180, basically, that's the Turbo, Elite Turbo. That's something that they used to have. I don't see it there anymore. But they also have an app. You can go download the App Store as well and have it on your phone and run your business from your phone or book trips from your phone, which is nothing new. You can do that anywhere, but yeah. Okay. And then too, when the other video gets that, it breaks down the rule of six with them, and they can plug into the Zoom call that's about to happen here in a minute or so. So I'm going to get off myself and do this, but just be mindful of how you can do this thing and set yourself up for success. One thing you can do to set yourself up for success is follow what got you in here. The hardest, man, I ever run across some people who have their own ideals, which is, it's cool if you're an advanced marketer, but if you just now getting in here and I say, hey, are you going to get the system? No, I'm not going to get that capture page. So, I mean, tell me the truth. I mean, to tell you the truth, you're already fucking up. I'm going to tell you, you're already fucking up because you're crippling. I want to say messing up. You're already messing up because, one, you're leaving your people who don't know how to explain this out without a tool that they could use to market the business with because you didn't move. Success leaves clues. And that's the reason why, I guess, the reason why we have the whole interview process to make sure that you're ready. Because we don't just want anybody. We don't want to try to, and not just that we don't want anybody. We don't just want to try to jam, and jam you down a funnel and then pull your credit card out right now. Just go ahead and do it. No, we don't want that. We want you to make a firm, educated decision to pre-qualify yourself. That when you pre-qualified yourself with this, by going through the process of the postcard and then getting the information and getting put on a list, that you have some wherewithal about yourself that you want to do business, and we're here. So once you get done with that, you click that, it's going to take you over to this page right here. It goes down again, opportunity, membership. It said making wishes real, which is the same thing. It's weird how they, All right. Okay, this is me. My lifestyle ambassador. Me. Mind travel advantage. All right. I hadn't set it up yet. I gotta set this thing up. But yeah, this thing is, like I said, man, is set here to help you. Here you go. To help you, do all stuff until, and then too, like I said, you can book any trip. And I forgot to tell you too, the AI trip planner. So this thing also, the AI trip planner also gets accustomed to your likes and your wants and your needs, and it starts to tailor make trips around the things that you yourself like doing, like a restaurant that you might like going to. It'll tell a trip and tailor make times where you can go to a specific restaurant, or they may have a specific restaurant that's there that caters to your appetite and in your location that you go to. So it's up there. We have AI to help us. We have specially curated trips that we can go on, flash deals that you can hit up there. The Ritz-Carlton in Budapest. Yeah. Okay. Save and give. We are all about that. Making wishes real. Okay. Congratulations on my many wishes on the May winners of the 10,000. True, I need to get on that shit. I didn't know we could win travel credits. Anyway, with that being said, I'm taking you guys through a long time just to say, find something, ask your upline what they're doing, rinse, wash, and repeat. That's all you got to do. All right. We got to we can curtail a marketing strategy around your budget to fit what you need to make sure you succeed. So there's things that we have, and the things that we have with this team that are going to help you, that's going to help you launch the right way, and maybe even do it not out of pocket, because I think we're going to have some things coming behind the closed doors that we can see individuals that are going to make some moves with this thing. So with that being said, excuse me. Shut up. Shut up. Shut up. So with that being said, this has been your boy Fashion. Reminding you guys to be blessed, not stressed, and to always be motivated about success. And I will see you guys on the beaches of the world. If not, I hope to see the bank, cashing a big check, or living the best life you possibly can live, because you only live once. You might as well make it your best. With that being said, hit that like button, that notification bell, that subscribe button to be put in the loop and kept in the loop of what it is I'm doing. It might be an opportunity that you might see that you may like, or it may be a traffic platform that is going to take your business to the next level. But subscribe. All right? With that being said, biggity peace.